Hi, my name is Ilya Ahmed, and today I am giving a speech about plastic ruling the world. Introducing you to the danger of plastic. Look around and tell me what you see. Plastic water bottles, containers, and hair ties. But have you ever thought about where it goes? It never actually goes away. Most of the plastic we use every day isn't biodegradable. Most plastic breaks down into tiny invisible pieces called microplastics. Microplastics are less than 5 millimeters wide. And they're invading our world every single day of every single second, and we just don't know we just don't know when it's happening. Every day, we think we're just tossing plastic bottles into the trash and never think about where it goes. But plastic finds its way into everything, even if we don't realize it. It's even in our litter and sewage. How gross is that? It even ends up in the sludge the farmers use to in fertilizer to grow our food. Now, just imagine that you're eating your food when you're actually eating tiny microplastics. It's even in the clothes that we wear, in our contact lenses. And if we don't stop this, it's going to be game over for a lot of things, especially our planet. Animals will die, plants will stop growing, and we won't even have enough clean water or food for everyone. It's not just about littering. We're looking at a potential crisis. And let's not forget about the toxins. Plastic is full of deadly toxins that could actually kill us and even wildlife and sea life, which we depend on for our survival. And when plastic just sits in the ocean or the woods, it leaks chemicals into the environment, which is slowly killing our planet and the crops that farmers use to grow. And studies have shown that these plastics stay in our soil and water for longer than a human lifetime. We are literally poisoning our own food supply with the chemicals we use to make plastics in the first place. We're basically poisoning ourselves deliberately. That's why we need to find a better way to deal with this situation. I'm not saying that we have to give up plastic completely. We just need to be smarter with how we use our plastic. There is a thing called smart plastics that are not toxic and they are also biodegradable. Instead of mining the earth for more oil and fossil fuels, we could turn the plastic we already have into renewable energy. So basically, we can take the thing that is literally killing our planet and turn it into fuels. We don't have to keep mining for sources. And at the same time, we can keep creating the plastics. And when we're done with it, we can take that and use it to create more energy. It's basically an unlimited renewable source of energy. It's a win win for everybody. No one keeps dying, and we have an unlimited resource that we can control. Now, we should talk about the risks of plastic, mainly the health risks. Microplastics have basically found their way into everywhere else. So it's obvious that they found their way into our drinking water, which can kill a person over time if we're not careful with where our drinking water comes from. And when we swallow them, all those harmful chemicals that basically kill off birds, sea life, they basically go into our system and go into our bloodstream, our tissues, our muscles, and even our bones. It can make us super sick and it can cause unknown diseases that we may or may not be ready for and we might not have the cure yet. So ask yourselves, is simple convenience worth all these risks? I don't think so. Now, how we should control the situation. We have to be careful with how we get rid of our trash, especially plastic. We need to find a permanent solution before we end up with a bunch of new diseases we can't cure yet, which will be mainly caused by the chemicals and the toxins in plastic that we may be eating or drinking right now, this very second, that you might be consuming. We created this problem, so it's up to us to fix it before the world just becomes just one big pile of plastic and trash. And who knows if we'll ever be able to get rid of it all. So, We need to take the first step into help solving this problem. We may not solve it straight away, but one step at a time, throwing plastic into a recyclable instead of just throwing it into normal trash can actually make a difference in this world. By doing that, you could save an animal. You could save another person from drinking or eating a microplastic. That very second you make that choice. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to help and be part of the solution? Or are you going to keep ignoring it until we are all drowning in a world full of plastic where we don't have control anymore? Thank you for listening. Bye.